What's going on, everybody? We got a new segment for the channel. We're gonna call it, don't call it a life hack, call it a first world solution. Today's first world solution, we got a problem. Problem is, we gotta do that today. Another problem is, that big guy up there, it's gonna be a hot one today. I'll be out here for probably an hour pushing that stupid little thing around. And instead of killing it every 20 or 30 minutes to go hydrate, I decided I'm gonna solve the hydration problem for that. We're gonna do this quick and simple. I thought I had a cardboard tube I could just zip tie to it, but I don't, so we gotta think of something else real quick. Beverage of choice, beverage bottle of choice, cardboard box. Most dangerous tool in the shop. No, I'm not talking about the knife. Cut all these little ears off. This video is in no way sponsored by the USPS. I'm gonna roll that out. If this is coming off as haphazard, it's because it is. More better. Now I can roll it up loosely. A little too snug, but it'll do. Right, that'll get that job done. Got our cylinder. Be easier if you had a tube, but good enough. But now the problem is, how do you keep it from falling through? So I gotta make a bottom. Since this piece of cardboard is already insulated from the moisture, I'm going to put it this way. This step's kind of important if you don't want your beverage of choice to fall out. You want a nice, tight, secure bottom. Tight enough. Now the problem we're going to have is how to secure it. So let's go over here and figure that out. I really want it on the inside of the handle, but there's not much room for that with all the stuff that's going on this thing. So the outside it is. Now notice, I didn't go all the way through because my digits were in the way and I couldn't be sure that the drill bit was going to buzz through and hit my digits. So, yeah, I'm not quite as dumb as the average redneck. Yeah, now we're going to drill all the way through. Now that I can get my digits out of the way. And you don't need to use a drill, but this just makes it easy. That does that. Next thing we need to do is zip ties. Now you could duct tape this on there if you wanted to, but going slightly high class, gonna do it like that. And and that should zip right on there and hopefully stay mostly level so my beverage doesn't just pop right on out of there. Now I've got some of this stuff laying around from repairing some ductwork in the house, so we're going to class it up a little bit, shiny it up, maybe actually add a little insulative properties to it. So the cardboard should insulate on the inside, and this will keep that dirty old thing up there from irradiating my beverage too terribly much. The problem is, this stuff is kind of tough to work with, so bear with me, right? I'm going to cut it a little bit longer than necessary so I have some overlap so it'll stick. I'm going to go ahead and cut all the pieces I think I need. 4 pieces should do it. I'm going to take my zippy ties back out and I'll just have to find those holes again. There we go. Reflective, shiny, a little bit insulated. Should keep my beverage nice and cool while I'm cutting. If you'll notice, I left some of that adhesive proud of the top. I'm going to cut it down, fold it over, kind of try to make it look nice. Got to have some pride in your work, right? The camera shut down because it's hot. What I did is made a bunch of slits. I'm just going to fold these over kind of like that. It's not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but oh, that stuff's sharp. Go figure. And there we go. Now I just got to find the holes, put my zip ties in, sprung a leak, and mount it, and we should get to go. Turns out this little camera does not like sitting in direct sunlight, and it wants to overheat. Now, a lot of guys, what they'll do is when they're doing a video like this, they'll prototype it, set it up, build one, make sure it works, then they'll start the cameras rolling. No, this is live and on the fly. Heavily edited after the fact. No script, no problem, no worries. I've got my zip ties run back through here, got them staggered at an angle. The idea is that this thing will sit kind of sort of upright and not back at an angle like that, because when you go to get over some stuff, you're gonna spill your beverage, and yeah, you don't want any of that. So yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, that way. Now I could have just zip tied it on like that, but I didn't want that, so hence all the drilling in the holes. Kids riding bikes out in the cul-de-sac with their dad. You never see kids out playing anymore. They're always inside playing on their game stations. So yeah, I'll put up with the noise every now and then. Yeah, it's probably going to slide down there anyway, so I might as well put it there. There we go. So I got to zip tie it on. Spotted a problem with it almost immediately, but it'll either work or it won't. Let's see what it does when I drop a 32-ounce bottle of water in it. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Like I said, I don't know how it's going to work. I have an idea how it's going to work. I think this is going to rotate that way, because I don't think I thought this all the way through before I thought it through. Bottle of bug juice. Ugh. Set it on the ground. Had actual bugs on it. And it rotated a bit. Got the zip ties nice and snug, but I think the furthest it's going to go is maybe like that. That's not too bad. I might drill a hole through the handle, run a bolt, or I might take the bolt holding this on loose, knock a hole in my new beverage holder, and run that back through this and this, and that should keep it from rotating. But that's for another day. Thanks for joining me on Don't Call It a Life Hack. This is a first world solution. Time to mow. This is genius. All push mowers should come with a cup holder. I don't know why they don't. It's got some bugs I gotta work out, but should do just fine. Sorry for the noise. Thanks for watching.